Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, right? Yeah, the last time I posted was on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, work has been so hectic all week. I've been super busy, but I'll just try to manage my time more effectively in time to come, all right? So today was dubbed Timeless Thursday on the afternoon show. And it's basically a show where we reflect on some cherished memories from our childhood. Many of us can relate to some of these memories because, more than likely our childhood was similar no matter the parish we are from. And I learned quite a few things today as well, because the first thing I learned was a thing called needle case. I had no idea what it was. Like, needle case. If somebody asks you what is a needle case, so we asked listeners to share things that existed then, which may not be as prevalent now, or maybe non-existent or even extinct. So no, I've never heard that term before, as in what they're referring to. Needle case. Do you know the needle case? I didn't. Well, the only needle case I knew of was when my grand aunt used to put needles and threads in a tin thing, that cookie. You always see the cookie on the outside, like that's the package. That's the package for the cookie. But then I've never seen cookies in the tin, only needles and threads and all quality instrument and accoutrements from my grandma. But I've never seen that term used like that before to refer to an insect, because apparently the needle case is referring to an insect called the dragonfly. No, how am I supposed to know? That's what it was called. I didn't know that one. So yeah, they caught me there. And we were there reflecting on some games we used to play. I remember many of them, like the outdoor ones. I remember playing Chinese skip, yeah, where we have the elastic and all of that. That was more a game for the girls, right? Chinese skip, yeah man. And we played sight in the middle. We were reflecting on that. I remember we used to use the box drinks box, and we stuff it with newspaper. Sometimes they stuff it with stones, and no, I won't encourage that. That can be dangerous. But the sight in the middle, yeah. Another outdoor game was the hopscotch. You remember hopscotch? Yeah man. That was a good one. And yeah, sometimes them teeth in the game there too. Yeah. And another outdoor game. Do you remember any outdoor games? Yeah, I remember. What's it called? How many steps to reach the king? Yeah, where we go again. How many steps to reach the king? And they say 2 baby walk. Yeah. Or one giant jump or something like that. Yeah. And them games they used to make me cry doing it, because if me a lose or so, boy, I used to take it serious. I remember also 1, 2, 3 red lights. Yeah. Where somebody's facing the wall, and yeah, somebody's facing the wall with closed eyes, and they say 1, 2, 3 red light, and whoever is behind, you have to run up to them without the person seeing you. Something like that. I don't even quite remember, but that was fun. Another outdoor game was Stucky. Yeah, Stucky. Nobody melts you but I. What again? We used to play Chinese skip, yeah, where we jump and all of that. And elastic, where we bounce it on the wall, or yeah, throw it like that. Yeah, and marbles. Marbles, that was more popular with the boys, but girls played their marbles as well. And gig, yeah, the gig game, and flying kites and all of that. Yeah man, I'm reminiscing on all of that. I wouldn't trade in my childhood days for any of the luxury. Yeah, I call it luxury because young people nowadays, they have everything. Those were some of the outdoor games. Now, book games. Yeah, man, we had book games as well. I remember playing something called tic-tac-toe. I don't remember how it was played. I certainly don't remember. But I remember something called tic-tac-toe and ABC fast or no. ABC fast or slow. That game, may I tell you, say people used to thief in it, I really believe every Jamaican knows this game. Yeah, man, ABC fast or slow. Like, I tell you that them never feared of that game. Like, people will just make up things that doesn't exist. Like you say, name a place starting with the letter Z. Then name a place starting with the letter Z. You will see somebody write Zinc Place or something like that. Something that I mean, they were so unfair in that game, but it was really fun and it got our brains pretty. Snake and ladder. I remember snake and ladder as well. Don't quite remember how it was played. Boy, I'm getting old. I'm really getting old. So those were some of the book games. Now, we also reflected on the way we used to clean the house, or we used to fix the house and all of that. And we remember polishing with our genie polish, and then you use the coconut brush as it relates to bush or weed, whatever you call them. I remember maca, like every second maca we were all run up in your foot or them something there. I mean, children nowadays, that not happen to them. I think it's because back then we used to walk barefoot more, I think. Yeah, because like often we had maca up in our foot and things. But yeah, that's not as often. And talking about maca in the foot, it's the same way we used to buck off our toes. Like every time buck off toe, I hardly see that. Children dainty now, man. That's not happening anymore. And our knees, chip up knees all the time. We will fall and chip up our knees and all of that. That accident not happening too often. That's not really happening as much. They said they have something called the love bush. Yeah, somebody remembered the love bush today. And I remember it's a bush where they say you think about somebody or something like that, or you say a wish, like you wish you and that person will be together or something like that, and you throw the bush after you make your wish, and if it grows, then that's how the love will grow, and if it dies, then that's how it works out. Yeah, and I remember I actually did that once with somebody, one of my classmates. I won't say the name. Yeah, man, love bush. And talking about bush, I remember we used to out in the grass, and some of us, we couldn't afford dollies, the Barbies and all of that, or we had them, but being outdoors, we would plot the grass. Yeah, plot the grass. And I remember I used to cane row the grass. I'm going to say grass here. But yeah, it worked as here back then. We used to plot the grass and sometimes put it in bottles, and that was our doll. Yeah, man, that was really fun. Yeah, man, those days were fun. And I remember also the self-heater iron. When light gone, yeah, you never get to iron a uniform and stuff. Yeah, man, you have to get coal and put it in the iron and thing and iron a uniform and something. And we used to that was something though. That was something like that was something though. Yeah, man, we used to use the self-heater iron. I grew up in a time where the experience at the time. Looking back now, it seemed like it was difficult, but it wasn't really. We went through smoothly with it. I remember transportation back then. Transportation back then was like sardine tin, literally, the middle passage sometimes. Yeah. Being on the buses, I remember standing in a bus, not even standing in the bus. I remember being in a bus and I'm just in the air. I'm not stand. I'm just in there, not standing. Or to the bus packed, there's no place, there's no space to stand. Or I'm on the steps of the bus, or yeah, like that was dangerous, you know. That was really dangerous, but happy we made it through. And coming from school, we eat off for lunch money, man. We eat off for bus fare. We just walked. I remember I attended Chapelton All Age. I think it's now primary. Big up yourself, Chapelton All Age School. Now primary. Yeah, man. I really had some great times with some great people. And we are all friends. Most of us, we still keep the link and all of that. So yeah, that was good. We used to walk from school. Whether through the shortcut, what we used to say. We had to take shortcut. That through the bush. Come to think of it, when I say shortcut, back then, them used to say shortcut draw blood. Yeah, we used to have so many sayings and proverbs. That would be for another video. Yeah, proverbs, right? We grew up on that. Like our mothers and our grandparents, they were big on proverbs. Yeah, man. Those were the days, though, you know, reflecting and just, I really miss them. But it was a good show today, and it was good that we had that show today. It just put me back into a reflective mode, and I'm really thankful and grateful for the good times I had back then and the great people I spent them with, and an entire day to reflect on. But it was really a good time. Yeah. And I wasn't a TV person back then. I was more into reading. So give me my Mills and Bones, my Hardy Boys, my Nancy Drew, and most of all, my all-time favorite was the Archie comics. Yes, Archie, man, that was super. Yeah, so looking back, I'm not really that young. Me a big old woman now, man, because some of these things, like if I put it to somebody who is maybe like 25, maybe they don't have a clue. I remember in high school when I used to write up my name on everything. Everything. I mean, every book get write up. Even my classmates would ask me to write their names on their books and all of that. Even now I do it, you know, doodling. Yeah. So this was one of my fun things to do while in school. Yeah. This was one of my fun things. Like my classmates used to ask me to write up their names on their books and all of that. So even now, I still take joy in doing this. Yeah, man. Yeah. I used to love writing a style like, yeah. Swear say, me artistic. But it's funny that it was something I loved from my childhood into my adult years. Yeah, man. Write up my name in my book like this. Yeah. I tell you, man, this name is supposed to be on every book at my house in Clarendon. I used to love write, man. I think in all age school we did something called phonics. Phonics. It had to do with writing, I believe. I don't even remember. That will be for our next video, like some of the subjects we used to do in schools that no longer exist. Yeah, man, some used to love write my name, and there's another style that I loved as well, something like this. Yeah, man. Still I do it like the child in me is always there. Yeah, man. Natalie always in the place. And then me shade like this. Me just sketch it out right now for the video purpose. Yeah. Boy, but I don't be love to this up here, so. And most times, I'm in near me right. Or draw some heart or so. Or flower. Yeah, man. Write up my name on every book. Every hardcover book. Or the book then with the hummingbird. Remember that on the timetable at the back. Like back then, we had to know the timetable. Are them books that still exist? Them still exist? Yeah, man. And children's own. I remember the children's own, and one of my favorite things from the children's own was myself as a book. You must write like a story or an essay about yourself as an object or so. So myself as a book. I was on the shelf for so many years until a man came and bought me, and that was the end of me. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, these are some of the things I love to do, which I still continue to do. Yeah, so yeah, therapeutic, you know. You should try it, and it's pretty easy. You should try it. All right, bless up, man. Thanks for watching, guys.